morning, Yetis. It is May 23rd. It is our last Monday of the school year. Lots of important information in this update. The most important one is our graduation ceremony has been moved inside to the Silverthorne Pavilion. Much better option. Looks like it's still going to be wet on Tuesday, and putting 200 chairs in wet ground is not gonna be fun for anybody. So, yeah, we'll talk more about that. If at the end of this you have any questions, there's my contact information. And okay, so as I said, graduation is going to be moved indoors to the Silverthorne Pavilion, but all other details remain the same, right? So this Wednesday at noon at the Silverthorne Pavilion, there's your address. If you need to share it with somebody, you can print these slides if you need to. Okay, so some details about that. All seniors need to report to the Silverthorne Pavilion before 11 a.m. At 11 a.m. sharp, we're going to start our graduate pictures. Okay, so as part of their checkout tomorrow, remember all seniors have to be at school tomorrow, the 24th. We'll be giving them their caps and gowns, and so they need to come ready for graduation at 11 a.m. Families. If you want to arrive early, we will have a professional photographer there on site to start taking family pictures. You can also do that after the ceremony. All right. So we will, have the doors open and ready for families if you want to come in and get your seats and take some pictures. And then the ceremony should end by 2 p.m. if I can not talk so much. So I'll do my best. All right. And just as a reminder, I'll talk about it more in a minute. Then you can head over to the Breckenridge parade. Okay. All right. So Wednesday plan for our non-graduates. So all students who are not graduating on Wednesday, you have two different options. You can come to graduation. All right. We highly encourage that. Or students can choose to do an independent activity. So what we're going to do is that morning, our experiential education community service activity is going to be setting up for graduation. So any students who want to help set up for graduation, that would be great. If they're going to come, they need to arrive at school and we'll take them over, or they can meet at the Silverthorne Pavilion for graduation setup. Parents, you are more than welcome to come help set up chairs and help set up the decorations. We all hands on deck to make this a really special event. So here it is. Graduation setup is going to go from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So if your student doesn't want to report to school, but they just want to show up at the Silverthorne Pavilion, that's totally fine. We're going to have greeters who need to be dressed a little more formally and nicely to seat people, to hand out programs and things like that. Those students will complete that activity from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock p.m. That would be a rough graduation ceremony if we started at midnight. Okay. And then graduation teardown is going to happen right after graduation, and we'll need some students and some people to help us put away chairs. Okay. So with that being said, students who are there are welcome to stay, and they can stay for the graduation ceremony that starts at 12 o'clock. However, we really need to encourage our students. This is a very special event for many people, and so they need to be on their best behavior. But as always, we encourage our families to attend. We want families to be part of our school activities. So families, come check out a Snowy Peaks graduation. It is amazing. It will warm your heart. And if you do come, please sit with your child just to help us with supervision. Okay, so option 2, though, is if students do not want to do community service at the graduation ceremony, totally fine. They can choose to do an independent Wednesday activity instead of attending graduation. Families, you can make the call to have your child do something independently at home with you, whatever that may be. Okay, so the activity, as always, should focus on character development, community service, nature, or academics. So if your child is in the yellow or red this week, we highly recommend that they spend that time finishing their classes. And so this option to do the independent activity, it just might be a better option for students who are not accompanied by a parent at graduation. So again, we are happy to host all students at the graduation ceremony, but we really need them to to participate appropriately in the audience at graduation. Okay. And then this Wednesday, obviously, we'll be running our graduation ceremony, so there'll be no win period this Wednesday. But instead, we've built in grade day on Thursday, which I'll talk about in just a second. Okay, so your two options here for non-graduates are they show up, they do community service, they could leave after community service and skip the graduation ceremony, or they can stay for the graduation ceremony, or if they choose to not come, they can do an independent activity. All right. Okay. For our graduates, just remember all graduates must be at school by 8:30 a.m. on Tuesday. Things we're going to be doing here is we're going to be painting bricks, preparing for speeches, eat lunch together, possibly with our superintendent. Then we'll have a graduation rehearsal, and the option to stay and decorate their cars for the parade is available as well. Miss Amanda wanted me to share that we, every year we do a senior sunrise, as you see in this picture, and then to close our school year with our graduates, we do a senior sunset hike. So if students want to participate in that, that's at the Old Dillon Reservoir Trailhead. We're going to meet there at 8 p.m. Dinner will be provided. We understand that many of our graduates have family coming into town. So if that impacts your family's plans, please know that this event is optional. Okay, graduation parade, as we talked about before. All of our graduates who can make it and boogie on over there after we finish the graduation ceremony at 2 o'clock need to be over in Breckenridge. It starts at 3:30. If you haven't signed that waiver, make sure you do. We'll resend that waiver here today. And all students will stage in the North Gondola parking lot. And as long as they get there by 3:30, and they even kind of said by 4 o'clock, everything should be fine. Okay. It's again recommended that parents or guardians drive so that the graduates can participate in the parade. All right, Thursday. As I mentioned, we're going to have a grade day. So all of our non-graduates who come to, when they come to school on Thursday, this will be their last day of class. The last day of their core classes for the year, because then we have mini sessions starting on Friday, right? Okay, so this is our schedule. We're going to run a different schedule on Thursday, where you see every class has about 40 minutes to check in with their teacher and to check out of that class and make sure their grades are what they need to be. If they have any missing work, this is going to replace their win period, where they can finish up their work in each class. All right, that's all I have. There's my contact information. Let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully that covers all the important details. We look forward to seeing everybody at graduation. What a huge week. It's going to be awesome. And I just figured I'd keep this video a little shorter. I'll send more information on mini session, which starts on Friday, in another video. Thanks, and have a great day.